Hi everybody, in this video we're going to show you the Medisoft password enhancements. And the reason we have this word important on here is because starting in version 26, Medisoft now requires you to have a minimum number of characters if you're coming from an older version of Medisoft. So if the following isn't done closely and the instructions aren't followed through in the way we're going to show you, it's highly likely that you will be locked out of your database. So hopefully this video helps in avoiding that headache. So I'm going to show you a brief example using a test database that I created. I'm going to bring it up here in just a second. So what I have here is a database that I converted from an earlier version, from before version 26, that had a password, but it only had 4 characters for my password. What I set up here is a username of test and the password of test. I'm going to type this in lowercase letters, and notice what happens, and that's how I set it up. I set it up with lowercase letters. But if I type that and I click OK, you'll see that I get this message, and this usually pops up whenever you type in the password incorrectly. The reason this is happening even with my password that I typed in this way is because version 26 now requires every password when you first log into when you first upgrade to version 26, any password has to be typed in all capital letters. So whatever password you had in the past, if you think that you typed it in lowercase letters, the system now requires you to type it in all capital letters. So remember, when you type in your password, it has to be in capital letters. So I'm going to try that again with the word test, but now with my caps lock on, this test, click OK, and then you'll get this prompt that says your password does not meet the minimum character requirement of 8. So that's part of the Medisoft password enhancements. Before, it didn't matter how many characters you entered in. Now you have to put in a minimum of 8 characters. And your new password can actually be a mix of lowercase letters and uppercase letters. There's no special characters that are required, so you can just have a password that's a minimum of 8 letters. Uppercase or lowercase, it's up to you. I'm going to type in the old password again, all in capital letters. And then the new password, I'm just going to put in the new password as system 1 exclamation. I'll just do that all in capital letters. Should be meet the minimum requirements. And you'll get the prompt that says your password was successfully changed. Type it in one more time. And we should be into the practice, just like before. One of the other areas I want to show you is the security setup. This is where you can go into all your other users and update their passwords from one screen. And that's under File, Security Setup. So I only have one login that I set up, but your practice might have multiple logins. You can just highlight them, click on Edit, and then down here in the password field, update their passwords if there's less than 8 characters. But you don't have to do it this way. You can just have each of your users log in like they normally do, open up Medisoft, and then update their passwords like I showed you on the screen before. And if you want to change the number of times that you enter in your password, because by default, if you mistype your password 5 times, you're going to get locked out. That's why it's so critical that when you first log in from an earlier version of before version 26, that your password is all in capital letters. Otherwise, if you do it, mistype it 5 times, you will be locked out. You can change that setting after you log in successfully by going into File and then Login Password Management. And then at the very bottom here, you'll notice that default is set to 5. You can change that to 10 or any number of maximum allowed attempts that you want for your office. So just a few key points regarding the Medisoft password enhancements starting in version 26. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. We'd be happy to help.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe and also do us a favor and click that like button. Thanks again and see you on the next one.